these trees, one is a horse chestnut tree and one is an oak tree. And from the last winds, we had a wind come through here and it's snapped off. I don't know if you can see, but it snapped off the branch from the oak tree, the larger branch, this one, and then that's come down and it's hit the horse chestnut tree branch. So it's brought two branches down, and they are actually off, but they are also still stuck, so they're hanging. So my job today is to get them onto the floor, cut up, made safe basically. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to test out this subject tracking as well on the camera. I'm going to be using, to do this, a top-handled chainsaw. You shouldn't be using these on the floor, really, the reclining saw, because you can operate them with one hand. But that's purely why I'm going to be using this, because the way that this tree branch is unpredictable, because the weight can shift very easily, quickly, because they're not attached to anything, and all the weight is still up there, and the branches are pushing down on the floor like this. So I'll remove branch by branch by branch to try and shift the weight to get the branch to come out the tree that way. I mean, the other option is to climb up the tree. However, they've both snapped off already, so it's just a matter of cutting in the right place to get the branches to move. What I've done there is I've removed any loose laying branches from off the floor and some more branches that were attached to the tree, the branch. And now what I'm going to do is I can give it a wiggle, see how the weight's behaving, and then you must always clear the floor. Any loose branches, clear them, because if you've got to get out the way fast, they'll trip you up. Let's go and do some more. See that? Yeah, so as you can see with that, it's well and truly stuck. It's got a fork branch over the top of that limb. So what I will probably do with that is I might be able to push it off actually. fucking hell, it's heavy. Wow. It's a bit too heavy for me. It's just so heavy. Right. Wow, that's heavy. Right, well I can't see that moving. I'm just going to continue with this oak branch now. And I'll see what the weight's doing on this if I get all the brush off the bottom. It's not hung up, it's just leaning on it so that it should drop out the tree. And then I'll deal with the hanging horse chestnut one at the end. That one was easy, wasn't it? Same, the horse chestnut one's still stuck up there. So I'll continue to cut this oak tree up now. I won't bore you with the details. Make a separate pile of logs and brash so it's neat. And then I might have to climb up. Might have to climb up there just to get that one off. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I have to climb up, I have to climb up. I mean, the whole point of doing this job is to make it safe. That is the job now complete. So you can see up there where horse chestnut was broke and hanging on, and you can see up through there the oak still has a big hanging branch there because you can see there were no leaves on. That'll need climbing and taken out at some point. But this job, all I wanted was the 2 hanging branches taken down, logging up a log pile and a brush pile, and that's the job all done. What an absolutely fantastic place to work. That's the driveway, nice horse chestnut tree lined drive, and you come through here into this lovely section of the garden. You've got a horse chestnut and an oak, and it was them 2 that had large branches that had snapped and hanging in the canopy. And that tree, there's a beech tree, and it's completely hollow inside. The resident that lives here said that it had a fire in the stem. Didn't tell me how it set fire, but had a fire in the stem at some point and burnt the middle completely out of the tree, but yet it's still in great condition.